Season, Primer going back to the score phone days until, of course, Chris Jordan ran it into the ground, and then he, in shame, changed his name to Oscar Charles Dooley. But we are back with information. First and foremost, the Raiders and the Jaguars Hall of Fame game, and let's get straight to it. The Jaguars and the Raiders, it is now 2.5 with a total of 30.5, although if you shop around, the total is dropping. Some places it's 30, and I really think you can even get 29.5 if you really look around. It did open at 1.5 and 33.5. 70% of the bets and 78% of the money is on Jacksonville. Over under sees 67% of the bets and 58% of the money on the under. Jarrett Stidham and Nick Mullins will get most of the work, it looks like, for, well, there I did. I knew I was going to do it. Las Vegas at quarterback. I'm going to be calling them Oakland for quite a few years. But for the Raiders, Stidham and Mullins will get the start. Now, some other great news and notes on this game. Canton native, Raiders head coach Josh McDaniels does describe this as being surreal. And, you know, we told you about Oscar Charles Dooley. He is arguing this is a huge intangible and big motivation for Las Vegas to win this contest. Jags may also get some motivation in this game as they will have their first ever Hall of Fame inductee on it, Tony Baselli. Sometimes I report, you decide. It doesn't necessarily mean that we subscribe to all this quote-unquote intangible stuff that people like the journeyman retired handicapper Oscar Dooley does. Now, Jacksonville will start their third-string quarterback, Jake Lowton, who will get the bulk of the snaps. Starter Trevor Lawrence is going to be held out, and backup C.J. Bettors. He's got an injury in the penile shaft area. I think some of you might call it a groin injury. We just like to call it an injury in the penile area. Jags highly touted running back Travis Etienne, of course, missed his rookie season, is also out. And their starting quarterback, Luton, he's had 6 interceptions and only 2 touchdowns in the regular season. A horrible 54.5 rating. Kyle Sloter will follow behind center. And, of course, you can get some of the best picks in the world at offshoreinsiders.com, including, and by the way, I'm going to have a free pick coming up in a moment. This isn't it. You do not want to tune out right now, but we got the NFL side and total to Major League Baseball. The first one is in the 4 o'clock Eastern hour. 3 straight winning days, 5-1 yesterday, including a sweep of Wise Guy plays, both underdog winners, including a game that I attended where I had both Philadelphia and the under against the Atlanta Braves. It's all at joeduffyspicks.com. Now, we do have a Major League Baseball viral system that's been going out there. It says to go with non-divisional road favorites. It is plus 114.28 units and a 5.3 return on investment on the money line. The run line, plus 110.29 units and a 7 ROI. And by the way, Saturdays is a day that home teams generally do pretty well, so we excluded Saturdays. The other 6 days when those stats apply. Today it does favor Houston, Tampa, White Sox, and Boston. And somebody did ask me on Twitter just today, well, I guess I will bet those sides on the run line. Truthfully, the Joe Duffy's Picks premium plays are usually with even stronger return on investments and larger sample sizes and going more further back than just a few years. But yes, that system, I would say, if you do love that system, which I know is quite viral, especially started, I think, on a sports network and sports media thing that was founded by Brent Musburger. But yeah, the run line is usually the better value. Now, my official free pick for today is also on the run line, the LA Dodgers and Kershaw minus the 1.5, minus 128 against San Fran and Junis. And again, here's a good example. These are like premium systems for us. Taking advantage of an odds maker same series adjustment is up over 757 units. Again, I don't give the exact parameters because I know that so many people out there do have access to databases, and we don't want to just, give away these systems completely for free that just win and win and win. But essentially, we are listening to what the odds makers are telling us and weaponize it against them. Now, when the odds makers do tell you a team is their best chance to win in recent play, we, again, turn that knowledge against them, and it's a system that's up over 380 units. When you combine the two, the master system is a 9.1 return on investment and up 247 plus units. Kershaw's pitched a little bit better during the day. Yeah, we know he's looked human in his last 2 outings, but a good chance to bounce back. Look, it's not like he's never had a slump. And in fact, Joe Duffy's picks, we're just coming out of a slump ourselves, and then we respond with 3 straight winning days. So when you're as good as Joe Duffy's picks or Clayton Kershaw, you don't get all that depressed or don't want to overreact to the fact that Kershaw's had back-to-back so-so outings. His day numbers, 1.79 ERA, .868 whip, and lifetime mark against San Fran. Wow, 1.97 ERA and an 8.99 whip. So again, all the best picks in the industry each and every day. OffshoreInsiders.com, tracing our roots back to the scorephone days of the 1980s.